Good evening. How are you all today? Thank you for being here. I'm Rashad Mujahid. I'm the staff assistant with the Tallahassee, Florida Social Security Office. We're here today to talk to you about Social Security and retirement. Just a couple of housekeeping items. Some of the information that you'll receive today is subject to change, like 2017 will be coming up, so with legislative changes. I'll be doing today is introducing Ms. Angela Beckham. She will be giving the presentation about Social Security retirement. We do have brochures that we have over on the table, or we probably put some in your chairs. For those of you who did not receive any, you can go on our website, and we encourage you to go on the website, www.ssa.gov. You see the website on the back, and you can either download or read them. We encourage you to use our website. We encourage you to get a My SSA account if at all possible. It's very easy to do. We'll be able to help you with that. Ms. Beckham, Angela Beckham, is a MSS, a Management Support Specialist at the Social Security Office here in Tallahassee. She has an extensive history with the agency and Social Security benefits, so you'll be able to get a lot of good information from Angela. So feel free to hold your questions to the end of the presentation. We'll leave some time for your questions, and we'll mull around a little bit in the back. So if you have questions after the presentation, we'll be more than glad to help you. So without any further ado, thank you for your attention, and I'm going to bring to the mic Ms. Angela Beckham. Thank you.
All right, well, good afternoon. Well, just so that you are aware, we want to make sure that you are informed today. We want to make sure that when it's time for you to draw your Social Security benefits, that you are well informed and you can make the best decision for yourself. So that's our goal today. Again, if you would please hold your questions to the end of the presentation, and we will be sure to try to answer your questions if we're able to answer them today. If not, we'll give you the number that you can call our local office here in Tallahassee or our 1-800 number. All right, well, let's get started here. All right. So, Social Security is a foundation for planning your future. It's a foundation in which to build your retirement income. It was never intended for Social Security to be your only income at the time of your retirement. It's only a portion of it. Who gets Social Security benefits? This graph is an overview of the number of beneficiaries we pay. Currently, more than 1 in every 6 people in America is receiving a Social Security benefit. The majority of our beneficiaries are retired. But Social Security is more than just retirement. It's a family protection plan. The basic concept of Social Security is an intergenerational transfer system. The workers of today pay the benefits for the current retirees and other beneficiaries. Currently, there is an estimated 156 million workers paying Social Security taxes. Because of the change in demographics, over the years, we've seen the ratio of workers to beneficiaries change in 1950 from 5 to 1 to about 3 to 1. When the baby boom generation is full retirement age, the ratio may be about 2 workers to every beneficiary. How do you qualify for retirement benefits? You need to earn what we call credits. For each $1,260 in earnings, it gives you 1 credit in 2016. You can earn a maximum of 4 credits per year. For example, in 2016, you must earn at least $5,040 to get your 4 credits per year. In order to draw retirement benefits, you need at least 10 years of work or 40 credits to qualify for retirement benefits. Thinking of retirement, there are some things that you need to consider. You can actually go online and view your Social Security statement. This is the green and white statement that we used to send to you every year around the time of your birthday. Now you can actually go online and get that statement. You can also do estimates. You need to think about if you're going to work after you decide to draw benefits, because working after you decide could potentially affect if we could pay your benefit or not. You also need to consider Medicare when you turn age 65. You can also go online and use our retirement estimator to look at different points in time to see what your benefit is. If you choose the benefit early, it's going to be reduced. If you wait till your full retirement age, it's a much higher benefit. You can also apply for benefits online. Your age at the time you elect your retirement benefits affects the amount that you can actually receive. At age 62, you'll receive a lower benefit. At full retirement age, you'll get your full benefit without any restrictions or limitations. You get an even higher benefit if you choose your benefit after your full retirement age. You can accrue what we call delayed retirement credits. Every year that you wait past your full retirement age, your benefit has the potential to increase by 8%. In addition to you as the retiree, who else can draw benefits on your record? Your child that's not married, that's under age 18. Your child that's not married or disabled before age 22. If your child is still in high school after age 18, we can still pay them a benefit up until the time or age of 19. Your spouse also can draw a benefit on your record if they're age 62 or older, or at any age if they're caring for a child that's under age 16, or if that child is found to be disabled based on Social Security rules. Your ex-spouse can draw benefits on your record as well. If you were married to someone for 10 years or more, they could potentially draw a benefit on your record. If you have a divorced spouse, that person can draw a benefit on your record as well. And your ex-spouse's benefit has no effect on your benefit or your current spouse's benefit. The requirement is that you be married to that person for 10 years or more. They could potentially draw on your record or vice versa. We also have this policy that's called deemed filing. There was a change in the law in 2016. So if you're eligible for benefit on your own record as a retiree and as a spouse, you must file for both benefits. The deemed filing the deemed filing used to apply only to benefits before full retirement age, which is currently age 66. Now deemed filing will apply at any age, and if you reach age 62 after January of 2016. So all that to say, if you were eligible for a spouse's benefit, you have to file for that benefit on your own record, and then we would pay you any additional monies that you would be eligible for on a spouse's record as well. We also have this policy called voluntary suspension. What you could used to do at full retirement age, you can elect to suspend your benefits and allow it to accrue what we call delayed retirement credits while your spouse filed on your record. Your spouse would be paid and your benefits would be suspended. So that law changed this year as well. So if you take your retirement benefit and then ask to suspend it, if it's to earn delayed retirement credits, your spouse or dependents won't be able to receive benefits either. So that's the change in the law this year. How much can a spouse get? A spouse can get up to 50% of the worker's unreduced benefit. For example, if at full retirement age, the retiree can get $1,200, the spouse can get up to $600 on that person's record, depending on what their age is. If they're not full retirement age, that benefit is going to be reduced, so they won't receive the full 50%. So if they elect the benefit at 62, of course, it's going to be reduced. You can combine, if a spouse is eligible on their own record as well, We'll pay them what they're eligible for on their own record, and then any additional benefits on the person's record up to 50%. Of course, depending on what their age is at the time of filing as well. If you're 62 and you're not full retirement age, that spouse cannot get the full 50%. And this benefit does not reduce the payment of the worker. What is full retirement age? Depending on what year you were born. So if you were born from 1943 to 1954, your full retirement age would be age 66. So if you elect your benefit at full retirement age, it's going to be a full benefit without any type of reduction or any type of restriction. So you can work and make as much money as you would like to and draw your Social Security benefit as well. So it just depends on when you were born. That determines when your full retirement age is. For those people that were born in 1960 or later, the full retirement age is currently age 67. Okay, how does Social Security determine your benefit amount? Your Social Security benefit, of course, is based on your earnings. Basically, what we do is take your highest 35 earnings of your lifetime earnings, and we use those high 35 to determine what your monthly benefit will be. And again, if you elect to get that benefit at 62, it's going to be reduced. If you elect it at full retirement age, there is no type of reduction or restriction. Okay, you can go online and use our retirement estimator. It's convenient, it's secure, and it's a quick financial planning tool. It's immediate and it's accurate benefit estimates. It lets you use what we call what-if scenarios. So if you wanted to see what your benefit is today, you can put in today. It'll give you an amount of what your benefit will be. Of course, you got to be at least 62 to draw a benefit. You can put in to see what it would be next year. So it's just a good planning tool. So you can actually go to our website at www.socialsecurity.gov/estimator, and you can get an estimate of what your benefit will be. We also have what you call My Social Security. It's a convenient way to access valuable personal Social Security information, whether you've been working and paying Social Security taxes or if you're currently receiving Social Security taxes. You can actually go online and check your Social Security account. You want to go online and establish an account with us because the earnings that are posted on your record, that's going to determine what your monthly benefit is. If there are discrepancies, you want to make us aware so that we can go in and correct that information. So you want to make it a habit to check it and make sure your earnings are correct. Who can open a My Social Security account? You must be at least 18 years of age, have a valid email address, have a Social Security number, and a U.S. mailing address. My Social Security services. If you don't get benefits, you can request a replacement card that's not available in Florida currently. You can review estimates of your future retirement and disability benefits. You can review estimates of the benefits your family may get when you receive Social Security or pass away. You can verify your lifetime earnings according to our Social Security records. You can review the estimated Social Security and Medicare taxes that you've paid. You can learn about qualifying or signing up for Medicare. You can also view, save, and print your Social Security statement. If you do not get benefits, you can request a replacement card, and of course you can't do that here in Florida. You can also request a replacement Medicare card if you currently receive Medicare. You can start or change your direct deposit. You can change your address or telephone number. You can check your benefit and payment information and verify your earnings record. You can also get a replacement SSA 1099 if you currently receive benefits. You can get an online verification letter. This is for people that are currently receiving benefits. Sometimes people are applying for loans or credit and they need proof of what it is that they're getting from Social Security. You can actually go online and print this letter. How to open your My Social Security account. Basically, you provide some personal information to verify your identity. You choose a username and a password to create your account. And then we'll ask, of course, a few security questions to verify your identity. And if you choose a My Social Security account, you can also add extra security to that account as well. This is how you go online to get a benefit verification letter if you're currently receiving benefits. So the fastest way to verify if you get Social Security or SSI is to go online and print your benefit verification letter. Of course, you can go into the local office or you can call our 1-800 number and we can out you as well. But the fastest way is to go online. Okay, with Social Security benefits, we have this provision which is called the windfall elimination provision. In this provision, if you receive a pension and any part of that pension is based on work in which you did not pay into Social Security, it could cause your Social Security benefit to be offset. So basically what you have to have in order for there to be no offset on your Social Security benefit as a result of this provision, if you have 30 years or more, what we call years of covered service, there is no offset. This usually applies to people that work for the city and never paid into Social Security. So when they come in to file for Social Security retirement, if they're currently receiving that pension and are electing to receive a Social Security retirement benefit, it's going to be reduced as a result of the pension. And that's on their own Social Security record. And depending on the number of years that you've paid in, there is a percentage of how much the reduction is. We also have another provision which is called the government pension offset. In this provision, if you receive a government pension based on work not covered under Social Security, and your spouse's or your widow's benefits may be reduced as well. And this applies if you're going to apply for a benefit on a spouse's record. And how this provision applies, 2/3 of the amount of the government pension will be used to reduce your spouse's Social Security benefit. For example, if the person is receiving a $1,200 government pension, 2/3 of that is $800. So no Social Security spouse's benefits will be paid if they're going to get $750. So no benefits will be paid as a result of this provision. And again, this is for people who are drawing a pension based on work in which they did not pay into Social Security, and they're drawing that pension and Social Security at the same time. You can work and still receive benefits. If you're under full retirement age, you can make up to $15,720 a year and still receive your Social Security check. This is what we call the annual earnings test. So every $2 that you go over that earnings limit, if you decide to work, you would have to pay us back $1. We also have what we call the monthly earnings test. Basically what we do is take that yearly amount and divide it by 12. And then that tells us if we could pay you a monthly check or not. At full retirement age, you can receive your full benefit without reduction. In the year that you turn full retirement age, there's a higher earnings limit. This year, that amount is $41,880. And every $3 that you go over the earnings limit, you would have to pay us back $1. And then, of course, at full retirement age, there is no earnings limit. Let me give you an example. For instance, someone is age 62, and they decide that they're going to continue to work, and they're going to start to draw their Social Security benefits. If you're making over the $15,720 for the year, if you elect your benefit in January, we're probably not going to pay you some checks because of your earnings. So some people don't elect to draw a benefit in January. They choose maybe July or June. In this instance, we would use what we call the monthly earnings test, because any money that you made prior to getting the benefit from us, we're not going to hold that against you and use it in the earnings test. So we'll look at your earnings from the time that you elect a benefit to the end of the year, and we would use what we call the monthly earnings test, which is the yearly amount divided by 12. And the same kind of thing in the year that you turn full retirement age. Everybody's not born in January. They don't elect their benefit in January as well. So say, for instance, you were full retirement age this month in October of 2016. We will only look at your earnings from January through September. So from January through September, you could make up to $41,880. In that time frame and still draw your Social Security check. You can actually make 3 times that amount in that time frame, and it won't affect your check. How do you apply for retirement benefits? You can actually go online and apply at www.socialsecurity.gov. It's the most convenient way to apply. You can also call the Social Security office to schedule an appointment. You can call a 1-800 number, which is the 1-800-772-1213, or you can call the local office. The number for the local office here in Tallahassee is 866-248-2088. If you choose to schedule an appointment, you have the option to do the appointment over the telephone, or you can do it in office. So whichever way you choose, it's really your choice. If you choose to come into the office without an appointment, gotta warn you, sometimes there's a wait, and you may have to wait for some time. So I would recommend you make an appointment or you do it online. And of course, at any point in time you have questions, please feel free to give us a call. So if you decide to go online and apply for benefits, of course you would go to www.socialsecurity.gov and you would click on Apply for Retirement Benefits. And when you go on to apply for retirement benefits, it's going to ask you some identifying questions. Sometimes I know with ladies, because we get married and we change our names, we have to make sure that our name is correct on your Social Security card. If you attempt to go online and apply and your name hasn't been updated in our system, you may have difficulty trying to do your applications online. What will you need when you apply for Social Security benefits? Of course, you'll need your Social Security number, proof of age. Now you don't actually have to have your birth certificate. If you can tell us what your date of birth is and it matches our record, we take your word for what your date of birth is. You might want to have your last W-2 or your self-employment tax return, an estimate of your earnings if you're going to continue to work and draw your benefits. You'll need your bank information for direct deposit. You'll need information about marriages and divorces. Remember, I mentioned to you earlier, anybody that you're married to for 10 years or more, they could potentially draw a benefit on your record. We ask these questions in the application because we want to make you aware and the person that's potentially eligible as well. If you ever served in the military or if you ever worked for the railroad, we'll need that information as well. And again, you want to make sure you check your earnings record. Again, that determines what your monthly benefit is. We also have what we call survivor benefits. If someone passes away, we can pay benefits to the child if they have a child under age 18 or under age 19 and still in high school, we can pay benefits to a child not married and is disabled before age 22 based on Social Security rules. We also can pay what we call widow or widower benefits. We can pay the benefits at full retirement age. The earliest that you can receive this type of benefit is age 60. If you are eligible for widow's benefits, we can pay that at 60, and then if you get a higher benefit on your own record at age 62, we can switch to that higher benefit on your own record at 62. It's really your choice. We also have what we call disabled widowers benefits that can be paid at age 50, but you have to be found disabled based on Social Security rules as a widow or widower. We can pay benefits at any age if that widow or widower is caring for a child of that person that paid into Social Security and they're under age 16, or if they're disabled. If you remarry after age 60, we can still pay you on somebody's record, although you may be currently married to someone else. The requirement is that you were married for 10 years or more. If you're a disabled widower and you remarry after 50, we can still pay you on that person's record. We can pay divorced widow or widower's benefits as well. And of course, there's the 10-year marriage requirement. How much can a widow or widower get? At full retirement age, they can get 100% of what that person would have received. At age 60, they get about 71.5% of that worker's unreduced benefit. If you elect to draw that widow or widower's benefit at 60, it's going to be reduced. And again, of course, you can switch to your own record at 62 if it's a higher benefit. We also have other survivor benefits, which are parents' benefits. Parents can receive these benefits at age 62 if they were receiving at least half support from the deceased worker. We also have what we call the lump sum death payment that we can pay to most spouses and children. This is only a one-time payment of $255. Okay, we also have what we call Social Security disability benefits. In order for you to qualify for a disability benefit, you have to meet our criteria for disability benefits. So the definition of disability for Social Security purposes is a medical condition or combination of impairments preventing substantial work for at least 12 months or expected to result in death. When the decision is made, the things that are considered is the person's age, their education, work experience, and of course their medical conditions or impairments. Who can get disability benefits? A person that's paid into Social Security at least 5 years out of the 10 years in which they're alleging that they became disabled. For younger workers, the age requirement is a little different. Who can get disability benefits? If a person is drawing Social Security disability benefits, their child can draw on their record as well, that's under age 18. Their child that's not married and disabled before age 22. Their spouse at age 62, or at any age if they're caring for a child under age 16 or disabled, or a divorced spouse. How do you apply for disability benefits? Of course, you can go online to our website at www.socialsecurity.gov and apply for disability benefits. The advantages of applying for disability online: you can apply for yourself or someone else. You can provide all the information at once or on several sessions in the setting of your choice. You can use the more info links if you need help answering the questions. You can print or save a copy of what you submitted. You can send the information electronically. And of course, you can check the status of your application online as well. Who can apply for disability online? If you're age 18 or older, if you have a medical condition or impairment that is expected to prevent you from work for at least 12 months or end in death, if you live in the United States or one of its territories or commonwealths. And of course, again, you would go to our website and you would click on Apply for Disability. If you go online to apply for disability benefits, it is a 3-part process. You have to complete the application, also the adult disability report, and you also have to complete what we call the authorization to disclose information to Social Security. And this form can actually be signed electronically. If you go online and complete an application and you forget to do one, we cannot process the application without all 3 parts of the application. And just so that you are aware as well, with the disability benefits, some people don't make it to age 62 or can't work up until 62 to draw their retirement benefits. If you happen to become disabled, you can apply for disability. The amount that you receive on your disability benefit is whatever you would receive at full retirement age. So if you happen to become disabled, you can apply for disability. And once your full retirement age is going to convert to that retirement benefit. Your benefits can be taxable. We don't answer tax questions at Social Security. We recommend that you speak to your tax advisor. It just depends on what your individual income situation is. So we can't tell you how much you would have to pay on taxes or anything like that. But if you would like to have taxes voluntarily withheld from your benefits, you can do that. And we take taxes out in increments of 10, 15, and 25%. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Medicare. Who can get Medicare? People age 65 or older. If you've been on Social Security disability benefits for 24 months, if you have ALS, if you have permanent kidney failure, or you're on dialysis, or you've had a kidney transplant, if you've been exposed to an environmental health hazard. Everybody has what we call an initial enrollment period. People who don't get disability benefits, those that turn 65, it's a 7-month period, which is 3 months before you turn 65 to 3 months after. If you elect Medicare in your initial enrollment period, there is no penalty. If you do not elect it when you turn 65, there is a potential that you would have to pay more for the Part B of Medicare. But I'm going to come back to that so we can talk about that a little later. Okay, when can I sign up for Part B of Medicare? Medicare has 4 parts. Part A of Medicare, which is free, it covers your hospital visits. We also have Part B of Medicare, which is not free. Part B covers your doctor's visits. A and B only covers 80%, so some people elect a Part C plan to cover that additional 20%. You sign up for A and B through Social Security. We also have a Part D plan, which is a prescription drug benefit program. With the Part C and D, you don't sign up for those parts through Social Security. You actually have to choose a provider and let Medicare know what provider you've chosen for the Part C and D if you're going to elect those plans as well. So we talked about the initial enrollment period, which is 3 months before you turn 65 to 3 months after. Some people don't need Medicare when they turn 65 because they're still working and they have health insurance based upon their current employment or their spouse's current employment. So those people who are in that scenario, they do not have to sign up for Medicare. They could qualify for what we call a special enrollment period. I went a little ahead of myself. Clicked too much. Sorry about that. Okay. They can qualify for what we call a special enrollment period. I went back too far. We talked about A and B. A and B. 4 more parts. I apologize. Okay. So the special enrollment period, if you're currently employed or your spouse is currently employed, you don't have to sign up for Medicare in your initial enrollment period. You can qualify for a special enrollment period. For those people who miss their initial enrollment period or their special enrollment period, they can enroll in what we call the general enrollment period, which is normally between January and March, and then it's effective in July. I wouldn't recommend you wait to the general enrollment period, or I wouldn't recommend that you wait to draw Medicare if you don't qualify for a special enrollment period. There is a 10% penalty every year that you wait past that initial enrollment period and you don't qualify for the special enrollment period. Of course, you can apply for Medicare online. You would go to www.socialsecurity.gov and you can apply for Medicare online as well. If you have questions about Medicare, Medicare has a very good website. It's www.medicare.gov. They also have a 1-800 number as well, which is listed on the screen. Basically, at the Social Security office, we sign you up for Part A and B. Any questions about the ins and out of Medicare, you want to call them regarding that. You want to get information on the various Part C and D plans, that information is on the Medicare website as well. Okay, Social Security online services. You can apply for retirement and disability, apply for Medicare, easy step-by-step process. If you're in the application and you need help, of course you can give us a call and we'll walk you through it. You can get retirement estimates. It's fairly easy. So we want to give you options to go online. You can come into the office. You can schedule an appointment. And these are some more of the online services. You can change your address, your telephone number. You can get your benefit verification number if you're currently receiving benefit verification letter. If you're currently receiving benefits, you can order replacement Medicare cards. Okay, Social Security engages in social media. At Social Security, we're all about social media, and we offer quick and easy access to all of your Social Security needs. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and Pinterest. Social Security is Section 504 compliance. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 requires all federal agencies to provide accommodations to qualified individuals with disabilities, ensuring meaningful access to our programs and services. We are also anti-fraud. We take fraud seriously. If you suspect fraud, waste, or abuse, you can report it to our Office of Inspector General. You can submit an online report. You can call our 1-800 hotline. You can fax your statement to the number listed, or you can mail your statement as well. All right, so that is the end of my presentation. I am pretty sure that you have lots of questions.